If you want to check out different content from myself, I've just set up a second channel where I'm going to post fitness and things. The link for that will be in the description. And of course, if you want to avoid the random lottery of FIFA points, you want to go straight to the source, buy the players directly, use u7buy.com and use the code TVM at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another video, something a little bit different. I'm going to use FootWiz's new FIFA 21 player prediction system for this. And we're going to talk about Chelsea. Chelsea are... they're buying football right now, but it's not like they're ruining football because they've actually made a lot of money in the last couple of years from selling Hazard and Morata. They got a ridiculous amount of money for Morata. So they're balancing the books, and a lot of people are saying that they're buying football, but they're not really, but they're buying quality and they are spending money. However, they are reining it in slightly. So on screen right now is a bunch of a particular player that I've blurred out. Underneath the blurred out player in particular that we'll talk about in just a second. I think it's pretty obvious who that is, but underneath it's essentially the entire Chelsea squad. There are one or two players that don't actually play for them officially yet, but we expect to sign in the next couple of days, and of course there are some speculative ones in there as well. Only one or two, and it's sort of more goalkeeper than anything else really, because I think Chelsea are nearly done. They have nearly everything they need and or want. But of course there is one big transfer story that we might as well talk about first and foremost, and that is going to be Lionel Messi. Now, is he going to sign for Chelsea? In my opinion, no. However, it is possible because, Roman Abramovich has bottomless pockets. We've seen that already this summer window. We've seen it in the past. He's very, very keen to get Chelsea back to the top of the tree, as you could understand. And Messi has declared his interest to leave, and he has shown an interest in the Premier League. Manchester City are the front runners to sign Lionel Messi right now. And there's a story that came out earlier today that Messi has been urging Neymar to force a transfer through so he can go to Man City, so both of them can play for Man City at the same time. Not sure how much truth there is in that. Maybe that's Messi saying, look, Raheem Sterling is not good enough. I need Neymar to come in and help me because the team isn't going to be good enough. I don't know. Maybe it's all an absolute bunch of nonsense, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, with that being said, Messi, I don't even know if he would command a massive fee. He might not even command any fee because he may end up leaving on a free. It's a really weird situation. To be honest, my honest opinion on this is that Messi is trying to enforce a power move. He's trying to either get some of the board members gone and say, look, it's either you or me. And of course, Messi potentially thinks he's bigger than the club, and then therefore he might just try to be doing it just to get his own way or whatever it may be. Or he might genuinely think, now's the time I need to leave. When the tough gets going, Messi gets gone. So who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Now, let's reveal the first segment of this Chelsea squad. I'm not necessarily saying these are going to be the subs. I'm not necessarily saying that they are going to be the rating that they are, although I've changed them slightly here or there. Mount, for example, is now higher rated than he was before. Odoi is higher rated than he was before, as is Tomori. And Sarr, of course, is... I don't think he's official. He might be by the time you're watching this, but as I'm recording it, it wasn't an official signing, but it was close. Oh no, yeah, it is official now. As of 30 minutes ago from when I'm filming this, he has signed a 5-year deal at Chelsea. So I can't imagine he will stay at the club this season. There are talks of him going out on loan, which would... I don't even know if it would make sense, to be honest, because Sarr is a very, very good defender. He played very well for Nice last season, so it'd be interesting to see whether he does go out on loan or not. Really weird that Nice have let him go out of contract. I can't quite understand that. A lot of people will be saying that James deserves to be in the starting 11, and you may be right. I'm not sure. But either way, it's not for me to say who deserves to be in the starting 11 and who doesn't. This is just essentially the entire squad. So that is that's the way that it is right now. Whether Jorginho is going to stay there or not, again, remains to be seen. I've downgraded Kepa an awful lot because, let's be honest, Kepa. Marcus Alonso may or may not feature in the starting 11, like I said. Mount has been a massive, and Abraham actually, have been massive influential faces in that Chelsea starting 11 this season, or season just gone. But with the amount of signings that they've made through the summer, and it's not done yet, I would be very surprised if Mount and Abraham both get anywhere near the starting 11 on a regular basis in the upcoming season. And that is essentially because, well, look at the state of that. I mean, that team right there is close. And what I mean by close is several things. A, it's close to being an actuality. And it's also close because there isn't an awful lot more they can do to improve that. In my honest opinion, they could do with another... Well, I say another. They've just signed Thiago Silva. They have Sarr. They could play both of them together. That would be, a new centre-back pairing. They do have Zuma in there. Of course, they've got Rudiger. There's a couple of others dotted around the place. They've just signed Chilwell. They bought Ziyech at the very beginning of the window. They swooped and got Werner under the nose of Liverpool. Kai Havertz isn't official yet, but it's pretty much a done deal. Onana is the only one in there that isn't a done deal, and that's just a rumour right now. There are rumours of other goalkeepers, Oblak being one of them. I can't see that happening. There is another one as well. Is it Mendy? I think it might be. From a French club of some description. I don't really know an awful lot about him, so I went with Onana because that seemed to be a rumour floating around the place, so I thought I'd go with him. But Kante obviously still there. Pulisic is coming into his own now. I would imagine he'll be around in 83 rated or so, there or thereabouts. And of course they'll look to maybe bump him up in January if he does play well. I can imagine Werner's going to come in at around 88 rated. Havertz maybe 86, 87. Ziyech around 85, 86, given that move. So, I mean, in terms of real-world football, that Chelsea squad is now unbelievably strong, and you would expect them. I don't think they're going to challenge for the league this season, because I think, and that's no reflection on the squad necessarily. It's just when you introduce that many players into your starting 11. I mean, if we just assume for a second that is the starting 11, we have Havertz, potentially a new goalkeeper, Nana or whoever it may be, Thiago Silva, Chilwell, Ziyech and Werner. That is 6 of the 11. Even if Onana is Kepa, that's 5 of the 11 that are going to be brand new. Only Chilwell has played in the Premier League before, so it's going to be a transition. The pace of the Premier League tends to be a lot more of those of other European leagues, in particular the Dutch league, so Ziyech's going to take a little while to adapt. But in general, I just think that, you're going to take a little while to gel. If you go back to Chelsea's very first season of money, I think they finished 5th. They had a very, very good team, but it took time for them to gel. And that's what's going to happen here. So I think they'll probably finish 3rd. Behind Liverpool, Man City, because I think those two again are going to go for the title. So yeah, I mean, very, very good team, and the season after next, 100% title contenders. But that is a scary looking team, and I've upped the ratings here or there. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you want to see this from maybe another team's point of view, maybe you want to add me, well, what you want me rather to add in a few more sort of speculative transfers and things like that for other teams, feel free to let me know. Doing one for Liverpool is something that I'm interested in, although there aren't that many changes. And doing one for Manchester United could be interesting because they've not really signed anyone yet, but they are linked with nearly everyone. Leeds would be another interesting one as well. So let me know in the comments if you want it. Hit the like button, of course, if you've enjoyed it and you want to see more. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.